It's official. Nickelodeon hates Nick All-Star Brawl. And I'm not exaggerating. I know a lot of my videos about Nick All-Star Brawl, I kind of overdo it with the whole, oh, this game sucks or whatever, right? But this time, I'm sure, and I have proof. So sit back, all right? We're going to talk about it. I've talked a lot of bad about this game before. I'm not so much upset about the game this time as I am upset about Nickelodeon. To catch you up to speed, if you haven't been following, Nick All-Star Brawl launched, a while ago. And there's a video where I talked about all my issues. That'll be linked down below. There'll be a nice little card up here if you wanted to go there now and then come back after. There were a few issues, and some of the nice things that the game was missing was voice acting and alternate costumes. That was the thing the community they really wanted that in the game, and it didn't launch with it, and we're only getting really alternate costumes now. And we still haven't heard anything about voice acting. And the developers are saying that's all on the side of Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon thinks the alternate costumes, they've all got to be canon before they can be put into the game. So they have to be seen in a show somewhere before they can be in Nick All-Star Brawl. As well, the developers said that they aren't allowed to make new dialogue for the characters, even if it's not voice acted, just like written in as things they would say in like the campaign, for example, or the career or whatever, story, whatever that mode's called. They don't really give a reason why that is. They just said you can't do it. So this past week, Nickelodeon has announced a new mobile tennis game with Viacom called Nickelodeon Extreme Tennis. Sure, fine, whatever. First they make Smash, then they're going to make Mario Tennis for Nickelodeon. Next is going to be Nick Golf, right? Whatever. But there are a few glaringly obvious slaps in the mistake to Ludosity and the developers of Nick All-Star Brawl. So, at the announcement of the game, Thaddeus, the head developer for the game, took to Twitter with a few keen observations right away. Number one was costumes. Alternate costumes. They weren't canon. They're individual pieces. You can have different headgear, you can have different shirts, you can have different pants, and they don't even have to match. You can mix and match them all you want. Meaning that not only is it like one costume that's not canon, you can just mix and match and make any number of costumes that aren't canon. And as you add more options, you're increasing not by like one outfit, it's that one piece in every other combination of things. It's insane. So he was obviously very upset about that. And then the other one was that this game is launching with dialogue that is not canon. They just can make up lines for these characters and just put them in the game, which Nick All-Star Brawl also wasn't allowed to do. So what's the deal? Why does mobile tennis game get these things and not $40 platform fighter game? In a video of the gameplay, you can also hear, and you listen closely, I'll play the video right here. You'll be able to hear a few grunts, a few like, huh. And sure, it's not a lot, but that's what we wanted in Nick All-Star Brawl. And we still don't have it, months later. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Nickelodeon just hates Nick All-Star Brawl. The community has been very quick to note the favoritism for this game. There's been a few memes running around about it.
What?
No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
I trusted you, and you gave me this!
So why is this game getting more support from Nickelodeon than All-Star Brawl is? I assume there's a few items here that are the reason for this. Number one, this is a mobile game, which sounds like they probably shouldn't be putting as much into it as a $40 game, but they did. So the reason that this is different is because there are likely going to be lots of microtransactions in this game. A lot of mobile games have that kind of thing. I know when Mario Run came out, they had a lot of that going on, a lot of microtransactions. Just to compare it to Nintendo once more. So I imagine you're going to be paying individually for some of these cosmetics. Probably not all of them, but definitely some of them. So I think Nickelodeon's kind of prioritizing higher like income over time versus, you know, one initial purchase type of thing. I guess if the DLC for Nick All-Star Brawl was paid, maybe we would get more of that. But how many people would pay for Garfield? I mean, I wouldn't. The second big reason is obviously because it's Viacom. Viacom owns Nickelodeon. Viacom Media Networks owns Nickelodeon. And Viacom is also the publisher for this game. So, you know, they've been making Nickelodeon games for a long time, but also they own Nickelodeon, so they can just do whatever they want with it. It's like, oh, you don't like that? Well, we own you, so we're going to do it anyway, you know? There's a lot more like pull there with Viacom. They can just do whatever they want with that IP, you know, considering that relationship that they have. But despite this, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is continuing to chug on. Thaddeus recently tweeted out that the game is going to be getting more characters, more stages. Those are both in the works right now. The next DLC character is going to be in the game very soon. But most importantly, the thing that came out on this tweet was that we will be getting crossplay in Nick All-Star Brawl in Q1 of 2022, which is huge. Wait times are a big problem for the community right now because, you know, most of the player base dropped off. And if you take the handful of players on each of the platforms and they're all isolated, queue times are going to be forever. So add crossplay. And they are. So that's going to help out this community a lot. I'm really looking forward to that for this game. And a few other members of the community with keen eyes have noted that the next DLC character might be Timmy Turner based on the wording in a recent developer update. I'll throw it up right here. Let me know. What do you think about this favoritism that Nickelodeon is giving? Do you think this is unfair? Is this just business? Does it make sense? Does Nick not believe in Nick All-Star Brawl? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.